What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you concerning Mr. Wladimir Klitschko. You know, I just dropped maybe 30 minutes ago the breaking news from Wladimir Klitschko, and he wants to take on a possible rematch with Anthony Joshua, right? Well, I've been reading the comments because, you know, the comments is where it's at. It's about you guys. It's about us. It's about, you know, the camaraderie of conversation, news. How do we feel about the news? And I've seen a lot of comments that mentioned Deontay Wilder, you know, and as I was making that video behind my, you know, in the back of my mind, I kept thinking that, you know, and it's like, I was getting around to it, but I want to touch basic, you know, touch more in depth in it with the legitimacy of Wladimir Klitschko. People don't understand. Tyson Fury won a decision against Klitschko, okay, but did not give him the rematch. When Klitschko was ready, focused, and wanting to get into that ass, the fight never happened, right? Okay, Deontay Wilder, his management felt he wasn't ready for a fight like that with Wladimir Klitschko. They saw those damn tapes. They saw those sparring sessions. They know, or if they haven't saw them, they know what happened. We all know what happened. If you haven't known, Wladimir Klitschko dropped Deontay Wilder twice in sparring, okay? You know, word around the campfire is he didn't want to continue. I think they did 6-7 rounds or something like that. He learned a lot. Yeah, that was when Deontay was younger. It was a while back. Not that long ago, but it was a while ago, mind you. And, you know, when that fight presented itself, they did not want that fight for Deontay Wilder. And a lot of you guys have said, well, hey, I would honestly want to see Wilder fight Klitschko. You know, that is a remarkable idea. That is something that, thanks to you guys, shout outs to the people that posted that recommended, shout outs to you guys. You know, that makes a lot of sense. What if Wladimir decided, hey, you know, I went out for those belts were mine, but you know what? I think I want some of that WBC smoke. I think I want to go for that crown. You know what? I don't want to go for this kingdom right now. I know that's waiting for him. I can fight AJ anytime, right? Let me go after Wilder. Let me see what he's about. You know what I mean? Let's see if he'll take the challenge. Let's see if he'll step up. Let's see if he wants that smoke. You know what I mean? I've been in the ring with him. I know what he has to offer, and he hasn't really improved since I've been in the ring with him. Real talk, right? So let's see what happens. You know, what if Wladimir decides, you know what? I know I like AJ, and I like AJ's style and stuff like that. He's a businessman. I'm a businessman. He's a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. But you know what? I want to take on Wilder. I think Wilder has grown as far as confidence and notoriety. Why not? I'll come to America and fight you. You know what I'm saying? I'll come to America and fight you instead of Fury, right? Yeah, I know you got Fury problems. Hey, why don't you take me on? You know what I'm saying? That would be a good fight. You know? Of course, people going to bring up the age. Hey, if you want to bring up the age and style and stuff like that, let's look at a prime example. George Foreman. George Foreman was 45 years, 8 months old, okay? 4 months from being 46 years of age, knocks out Michael Moore. Michael Moore upset Holyfield. Yes, that's correct. Michael Moore was the heavyweight champion of the world at that time, you know, and George Foreman upset this kid. So it can happen. This is heavyweight boxing. This would probably be a factor if it was a lower weight class that really relies on a lot of reflexes. You know, and a lot of times if you know certain punches that you just can't get off anymore, you can't hit the gas like you used to. But heavyweights has a whole different story because one shot can change your whole career. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Ask Michael Moore that. You know what I mean? And he had all the skills and he was doing a number on Foreman. And so Foreman knew if I can hit this kid, if I can get this kid right in front of me for at least 5 seconds, I got him. And he had him out of there. Klitschko is in a way better condition than George Foreman was. I was just using him as an example. Okay. Klitschko will give Deontay Wilder problems. Why? For a lot of reasons. Wilder has a height advantage, but he doesn't use it. Let's be real. He doesn't use it. He doesn't really fight the way. He's not aggressive. He'll sit back and wait for that right, because that's his only punch. He looks for someone to lean to their right so he can throw that right. You know what I'm saying? He looks for that's his only hole that he knows, that he's got accustomed to seeing, because that's his bread and butter. Yes, it's a powerful piece of bread and butter, but that's his only bread and butter. Coming from someone like Klitschko, has a devastating left hook, a devastating right hand, uppercuts, that jab and grab style. He can do that all night with Deontay Wilder. Now, would Wilder want that fight? That remains to be seen. He might blow it off, but guess what? His management did not want that fight when they fought. This is his way to redeem himself. As long as Klitschko is relevant, let's see. Wladimir can come back and fuck everything up. Let's just be real. He can come back and take Deontay Wilder's WBC belt, and then there won't even be a Wilder Anthony Joshua debate or discussion or anything, because he won't even matter. He won't have anything. You know what I mean? People understand the heavyweight division is on fire, but it's for particular reasons. The reasons being that whoever loses, mind you, except for Fury, because Fury doesn't really have a belt. But if Wilder loses, or if Joshua loses, that's a wrap. It changes the whole dynamics of the heavyweight division. Okay, that's what happens. But a Wilder Wladimir fight, wow, that would be a fight. It would sell. I think it should be in MSG, Madison Square Garden, no doubt about it. That's where it should be. Not the Barclays, Madison Square Garden. That's where that fight should take place. Because that's the mecca of boxing to me. Madison Square Garden, that's where it has to happen, New York City. That would be a good fight. The politics wise, I don't see why it couldn't happen. But then, people would argue, why would it happen? You know what I'm saying? But it would be something definitely to see, because Wladimir said it himself. I feel I can beat everyone there. And he knows, again, guys, he's been in there with Wilder, so he knows how Wilder brings to the table. And it's really not much, but a strong right hand. You know what I mean? So he knows that. So those reasons he made that statement. It's reasons he wants to come back into the sport of boxing. You look at Rocky Marciano, he did the opposite. He got his ass out of boxing because he knew the talent that came after him. He knew that. And he was smart enough to know, you know what? Joe Louis can't do this shit, so I'm not going to try. I've seen these guys, Cassius Clay, Floyd Patterson, Sonny Liston. He's seen these guys, okay? He knew, I don't want that smoke. I'm getting the hell out of here. Vladimir's doing the opposite. I see what the heavyweight division has to offer now. I can beat all these guys right now. So, yeah, I'm going to go for it. So he just didn't call AJ. He mentioned AJ, but he said, hey, I can beat all these guys. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, his people's words carry a lot of weight, especially someone like Wladimir is the reigning king, okay? And by the way, that fight he fought with Anthony Joshua was one hell of a fight. That's why we're even bringing this conversation up anyhow, right? So anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this video about Wladimir versus Wilder. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.